Dust can often clog up your laptop's internal fans and exhaust vents, and this may lead to overheating and a drastic drop in your performance. But as difficult as it may sound, it's actually quite easy to solve this problem by just cleaning your laptop's internals. You could do this by sending it to a technician and pay them 50 ringgit. But 50 ringgit for just something you do at home and by yourself. This is how you can clean your laptop at home. First, you're going to need the basic tools. Now, some of the tools that you're going to probably need just a Phillips screwdriver and a plastic wedge. Now, for the screwdriver, as most laptops use the Phillips type screw, which is the plus sign, you may also need to check in case that your laptop may be an older model or it may use a different type of screw part. So before you get the screwdriver, be sure to check what type of screw it uses. Now for the plastic wedge, I usually get them online and they only cost about 1 or 2 ringgit. Usually I buy them when I'm buying electronic components or parts for my laptop. But in case it's hard for you to get one or you don't have one at home, an old obsolete credit card would do just as fine. Now you also need a wide and spacious workplace. Now a table would suffice, like mine here, but in case you don't have a wide, large table, you can do it on the floor as well, maybe on the carpet even. And be sure to choose an electric insulation surface and keep contact to the floor at all times when disassembling and reassembling the laptop, in the case that you might get electric shock or static or electrocution. Now, the first step of opening up your laptop is you have to unscrew the bottom cover of the laptop. Now, when you're unscrewing it, be sure to assort the screws based on its position on the bottom cover of the laptop, as each of these screws have different lengths. So maybe the upper parts may be longer towards on the lower parts, and misplacing the wrong screw in the wrong slot might actually damage the laptop's plastic body. And if this is your first time disassembling your laptop, you can jot down the notes of which parts you're assembling in order. So during reassembly later, you can refer back to these notes. Once all the screws are off, place the back cover on the side of the table. And it's best that you take out your laptop's battery first, as it contains all the electric current in there. There might still be electric current flowing throughout your laptop. So to do this, first remove the laptop's flex cable or the connector. There's usually only one for the battery. Once you've done that, you can unscrew the battery, place it aside. Be sure not to lose the screws, as these screws are very small. Once you've done that, you can start identifying which parts of your laptop that are clogged up by dust or even small bugs. Usually these parts are like the internal fans or the exhaust vents, as this is where the air comes in and goes out. Now to start cleaning, you can use a small brush, or you can even use tissue to dust off the large or even small debris, small bugs, the dust bunnies in there, so it can clear up your laptop and giving it so it can flow cool air to the components. Be sure to check the connection ports on the side of the laptop, as dust often pile up there as well. And also do so very gently, as the components and parts of a laptop are easily scratched and damaged. So damaging them could cost you quite more, but it's usually very rarely to damage them during cleaning. Once you've done cleaning, refer to the notes you jotted down earlier and start reassembling it the opposite order of you disassembling it. Be sure to check all the screws, the parts and components are connected properly, so you don't have to disassemble it again later just to check if there's anything wrong. And it's best if you double check as well. And when you're screwing in the screws, be sure not to make them too loose or too tight, as this might damage or even scratch the laptop's components inside, and you're squeezing the components too tight. Once you're done screwing it, you can test it first to see if it works or not after you reassemble the parts. Now, it's advisable that you clean your laptop at least once a month, but as for me, I do it, if I can, I do it every week, because my laptop is easily overheats due to the hardware it has inside of it. And in case you're unsure of what you're doing or you don't know which part is which, you can refer to a technician or a friend who is most likely knowledgeable in this area. So be safe and good luck.